Hey there, Wes Dove with Dove Development and Consulting. I wanted to bring a message to you this evening just to give you an idea what you can expect over the next couple days from a daily dose of leadership, and really wanted to set the tone. So over the last few weeks, a daily dose of leadership hasn't quite been the regular 4 or 5 messages that we typically have. So we're less than 3 weeks away from the 2019 Live to Lead Harrisonburg. Just life has been crazy full. Working towards making sure that we're very, very consistent, getting you those messages in a daily dose of leadership that we've committed to. But it's just been kind of nuts. Right now, working through a series really based on John's book, How Successful People Think. And the reason I'm doing that right now, a couple different things. So earlier in the year, you heard me talk about how Cindy and I took a course with some of our mentors on Napoleon Hill's 1937 book, Think and Grow Rich. And for years and years and years, I've also read a book called The Magic of Thinking Big, who I think it was written around 1963. Both are phenomenal. This book by John is equally good, but there's going to be a special offer presented for folks attending Live to Lead Harrisonburg from the John Maxwell Company on some resources that John's developed from that book. But Cindy and I are, for those folks that take advantage of it, are also going to offer something very, very exclusive to take that offer to the next level. So working through that, putting some things together right now, but as we're going through it, I'm just finding some amazing material and can't help but share it. So that's really where we're digging in. So the last week I did a couple messages about how successful people think, but one was about big picture thinking. I'm going to be coming back to that in the next message, probably tomorrow evening. And I also referenced something that was from Adolf Hitler in the 1930s, and John quoted it. I did it in the last message, so I'm not going to try to quote it exactly here, but he effectively said that for a ruler, for a politician, for whomever that's in charge of a vast number of people in society, how much of a blessing it was for them when the people that they were in charge of wouldn't think for themselves. Now, I won't go into how as a society we've almost allowed ourselves not to think. But I will say over these next couple messages, I'm really going to dig into why big picture thinking, and maybe even the next topic of focused thinking, why those things are so critically important for every aspect of our lives, for our success, for our day-to-day family life, for everything about it, to make sure that we're moving in the right directions and we're creating the right atmospheres, especially if we're in leadership roles for the people that we're responsible to. So with that said, that's what you can look for over the next couple of days. And if you've not, go back and look at that last message where I pulled the direct quote from Adolf Hitler, and I wrapped up with another quote from someone who's I've heard recently compared a lot to Adolf Hitler, but it's amazing how polar opposite their thoughts on wanting people to think for themselves versus not are. So I won't go into that. You can figure that out and maybe see it in my next message as well. The last thing I'll say for today is we've been able to add just a couple spots, a couple extra seats for Live to Lead Harrisonburg 2019. Last week when I sent this message, I mentioned that we even extended the early bird deadline. There are a few of those left. So the early bird deadline is gone, but there are still a couple of seats available for the 2019 Live to Lead Harrisonburg. It's 5 or less. I don't know the exact number, but they're available, and they won't be available much longer. So I hope you can join us. Right now, we're right around 200 folks confirmed. Looking forward to seeing you there. It's going to be a phenomenal event. We've got some cool stuff packaged and in store for everybody that's going to be there. So can't wait to see you. Look forward to it. Hope you're doing great, and have a great day. God bless.